Welcome my students in grade 10. Today we will define the coordinate covalent bonds, and we have to know how are coordinate covalent bonds different from other covalent bonds that we talked about before, single and double and triple covalent bond. We have an example here of carbon monoxide. It's an example of covalent bond. As you know, two nonmetals, so both of them will make covalent bond. But how this bond here, covalent bond, is different than other that we talked about, water and ammonia and methane and carbon dioxide. Here in this example, both carbon and oxygen are sharing electrons. Carbon needs to gain 4 electrons, and oxygen need to gain also 2 electrons to achieve the noble gas. So here carbon atom has 4 valence electron and oxygen atom has 6 valence electrons. So here one of them will start to share the lone pair of electrons, will donate one of its unshared pairs of electron for bonding. So we have here 1, 2, 3 lone pairs of electrons shared. And how many unshared? 1 pair of electron and 2 pair of electrons. So a coordinate covalent bond is a covalent bond in which one atom contributes both bonding electrons, because here oxygen are sharing 2 lone pairs and one carbon shared only 1 pair of electrons. So this is coordinate covalent bond. So in a coordinate covalent bond, the shared electron pair comes from one of the bonding atoms, only one atom, that was here the oxygen. So we have another type of covalent bond in polyatomic ions. The ammonium ion is an example. It consists of one nitrogen atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. So how that represents a coordinate covalent bond? NH4 is a tightly bonded group of atoms that has a positive or a negative charge that act as an ion, not an atom or a molecule. So here hydrogen ion is a proton without any electron. It has empty orbitals. And here the nitrogen at NH3 that we talked about before. One covalent bond, one single covalent bond, and here another single covalent bond and single covalent bond. We have here 2 unshared electrons. What we have to do? They will make a coordinate covalent bond with a hydrogen atom. A hydrogen ion is a proton here. So they will just coordinate with a hydrogen to form NH4 ion, because it has number of protons more than number of electrons. So it has extra charge here, extra positive charge, NH4. So most polyatomic cations and anions contain covalent and coordinate covalent bonds. Here we have 1, 2, 3 single covalent bond, and it will share one coordinate bond here. It will share that 2 electron pair of electrons here for nitrogen. It will be shared with hydrogen to form a coordinate covalent bond. So therefore compounds contains polyatomic include both ionic and covalent bonding. We know how to draw the electron dot structure before, but according to the polyatomic ion, H3O ion and forms a hydrogen ion is attached to ampere electrons pair in water molecule. So we have to draw it as a follow. Here hydrogen atom, okay, as we see, will form hydronium ion with water. So the lone pair here, unshared lone pair, will form a coordinate with the hydrogen as follow, and we have here single covalent bond and single covalent bond. So one of that two unshared electrons, one of them will coordinate with hydrogen to form the coordinate covalent bond, hydronium ion. That form mainly when acid is dissolved in water, because acid gives us hydrogen ion. The oxygen of the hydronium ion has 8 valence electrons. Each hydrogen shared 2 valence electrons, satisfying the octet number in water molecule. Then the water molecule is neutral, and the hydrogen ion has a positive charge, giving the hydronium ion with charge +1. We have here the last question of this lesson. Do all atoms joined in a covalent bond donate electrons to the bond? For sure no, because we have example here as a coordinate covalent bonds. The shared electron pair can come from one type of bonding atoms. Thank you for listening for this lesson. See you next lesson.